Last time we looked at ironing generally, these items here were a little bit more sophisticated, different sorts of clothing. Where do we start? This chappy, yes. Was an egg iron. Yes, an egg iron. The iron was heated because there were some parts of clothing, I always seem to think, those puffy sleeves of some ladies' dresses, which you could not iron flat. So this was heated, the material was put onto the iron and ironed that way. And this was similar. This rod was heated in the fire, actually in the fire. It's then put into that piece, and that heated this iron, which meant you could do the same on different parts of the material. You heated it that way. That's another egg iron. It's got a combination of the two. I suppose that would have fitted into something. I'm not sure, but then you've got your egg as well. See, bows were another thing that you could not iron flat, and these were heated so that you could put the bow around that and flatten it. I've seen these used in all sorts of trades, leather work, the manufacture of artificial flowers and things like that. They seem to find their way all around these chaps. This is probably a particular trade, what it would be, a dressmaker's trade or tailor's trade. That is a buttonhole press. When the buttonholes were hand sewn, they would certainly need pressing. This would do that remarkably well, but what I like is a little gap at the back would accommodate the hem, so you weren't pressing that at the same time. And this sort of handle was very common. I suppose it was to kind of cool it down as you were using it. And these are often mistaken for hair curling tongs. They're nothing like them. These were hair curlers. My mother had a pair like this. They were heated on the grate for waving hair. It's got a hollow in there which that piece fits neatly into, and it would give you little waves, or you could turn it around. And a very common thing in those days was crimping the, this was the cuffs. I think it was on maids dressed as the cuffs, and around their hats. You got these little up and down bits, and they would be done with something like this. They would have been ironed damp and starched, I'm sure. But there's had a block in there which was heated, which then heated this piece. You could put the material on and get this pattern in it, and move it along a bit and carry on that way. And this was a similar thing. It had two iron rods that were heated, obviously in the fireplace. They heated the rollers, which then you could put the material through and get this crimping done that way. With this one I would be glad of some help on, because this is often claimed as being for crimping. It seems so small, and it's wood. Well, crimping would, as far as I can guess, it would be done damp and starched. Being wood, it could more easily get softened when the material was a little damp or starched. It's very small. You'd be continually having difficulty in lining that up with the next section. And I don't think it was for crimping. A visitor one day said she was sure she'd seen this used for kind of grinding, crushing gunpowder, in which case it would have to be wood. By making it smaller and finer, you could get more into it. It would give you a stronger charge. I could be completely wrong on all of this. It would seem to make sense. So if anyone can help on that, I would be most grateful to you.